Hello everyone, you're most welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to sew a godet palazzo pant, and I already cut the palazzo pant. We are just going to sew. When I finish, I'll link up the video to the video where I cut this pant. So don't worry about it. If you're not here when I was cutting, we shall see how we do it. I need a zipper. Let me get a zipper from here. I hope I have. Okay. Then this too short. I think it will be enough.
ايش هنا وين مكان
طيب down. Down.
وين تحت
Check some tray. Put. Okay, so we shall use this zip. I think this is longer than this, so we shall use this. Okay, or we use an elastic. We can use an elastic band, but I think zipper will be better, right? Because I already cut it when it's... I'll put zipper. So for everyone watching, I'm really grateful. Thank you for always coming to this channel and watching my videos. I don't take it for granted. So in case you don't know, I did this video. I cut 5 types of palazzo pants. So you can check on my live videos. There is one that has how to cut palazzo pants, 5 types. You'll get this video where I cut this pant, but just today I'm going to sew it. Okay, and in case you haven't subscribed, my dear, please do subscribe. So we have our godets. These are our godets. There are 4 of them. So we are going to each 2 for each side of the pant. So what I will do, I'll first insert them in, then I'll sew the parts together. So let me just insert them. They are all equal. So this is the front part. Okay, so I made a pant and cut from here, from the crotch line to the full length. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert this into this. Okay, so if you observe properly, the godet is longer than the pant. So this is what I'm going to do. This is how it is going to appear. You can top stitch if you want. You can do like this and top stitch. Or you can do what I'm going to do. So this is what I'll do. I'll fold this side like this. You leave here from here, this is where the cut ends. You leave some distance, like 1 inch or 2 inches, depending, so that you get a joining allowance for this. So I'll leave some inches and I'll start from here. So I'm going to pin. Where are my pins? I'm going to pin. So always pin properly before sewing. It will be helpful. Yeah. And we shall do the same for this side. So I told you, remember to leave some space here. Okay, so when you're cutting your godet, it must be longer than this, it must be longer than the length. So for me, I left too much. You can leave like 2 allowances down and 1 allowance up, but me, I left so much. So yeah, if it's fabric, real fabric, that is wastage. So I'm going to start sewing. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I have a zipper foot on, so I have to change my presser foot. So when you reach the point where you're supposed to change, you might not see here, but you lift in the middle in and lift your presser foot and then turn your fabric to the other side and continue sewing. So you might not see that, but it is exactly what I'm doing here. So this is what we have. Oh my goodness. Something is messed up here. And the problem, this fabric is not so, I don't know. I have to rip a bit. Okay. This fabric is very delicate, so if you're learning sewing with this, you must be very careful. It's not easy sometimes. So somewhere I sewed on 2 layers and it's not straight as it is supposed to be. So I have to remove it. That's why you need a ripper. It helps you ease your work. So I'll repeat here. Let me just top stitch it because it will be easier that way. So when you're sewing, have your ripper always with you because something can happen unexpected and you use your ripper to repeat.
هلا هلا. كيس.
So yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. So I'll just trim off this and finish. Okay, so I'm going on the second part. Hi Jose, how are you? Where are you watching from? So since this fabric does not have a front and the back, I cannot know where the front or the back is. I have to arrange it. I have to bring this back and see how it is supposed to be arranged. Okay, so I'm going to put my godet like this. Then this will be so now I know. Today I'm going to start from up here, going down. I hope I've arranged it the right way. Yeah. So I'll start from here as I go down. So I'm done with one side. I'm going to do the other. So I'll just do this. And so this side also. So we are done with the front part. We are going to the back part. So we are just doing the same process. It's not something complicated. So we now have all our godets inserted. So this is the back. So we are going to join our trouser, the front to the back. So I'm going to first join the front side to the back side. Okay, so this is one part of the front and one part of the back. So I'm going to join the seams. And then after that, I'll do the same for this. My thread is over, but I remember I had threaded. Yeah, so it's sometimes threading kills the mood of sewing. But if you thread your bobbins and when the thread gets over, you just continue, at least you'll be motivated. But sometimes threading again makes you lose your mood. Hi Sandra John, how are you? I'm making a pant, palazzo pants. It is black and green in color. So here I'm sewing it, I'm joining it together. So I'm done with one side of the seams. So I'm also going to join this side. Like this. I have to remove this because I want to make a bigger sewing allowance, so that I'm going to put a zip on this side. I had sewn on a small sewing allowance, so I want to make the zip allowance bigger so that it will be enough to sew on my zipper. So I just have to redo it once again. And on this one, I'm not back stitching because I will still remove the threads when I'm sewing on my zipper. So I'm not back stitching at the beginning. Feel free to put your zipper wherever you want, back, front, wherever you want to put your zipper, put it there. But for me, I like my zipper on the side, okay? So whatever works for you, it's your choice. Yeah. So I'm done with joining the sides. So after sewing the side seams, I'm going to sew the front to the front, okay? You hold the upper part of the front and the down part of the front and you sew them, okay? So we are going to sew the front, and after that we shall come here and arrange properly and also sew the back, okay? Make sure you align your pant properly, and if possible pin. If possible, always remember to pin. Yeah. So we are doing the back now. A moment. So I'm done with joining the front and the back. So we are going to join our trouser from the crotch. Okay, we are going to join the front crotch and the back crotch. So you make sure you align this properly. You see, and make sure you pin around your pants. So pin, pin, pin. I'll emphasize it, pin and pin. So we are done with the pinning. If you're sure, and you're really sure, you've pinned your pant very well, you can start from one side up to the other side. If you're not sure you have pinned your pant well, you can start slightly from here, from one side of the crotch line, and take it this side, then come back and take it the other side. So that depends on you, completely on you. Okay, that depends on you and how sure you are that you have pinned well. So I'll start from one side and take it to the other side. Okay, so you can sew through when your pins are there, or you can sew as you remove them. That is also completely depending on what you want. This fabric is so delicate. So I'm done with the down part. I've not yet done the zipper and the waistband. So let's see what we have, and I need to trim off some excesses here. So I'm going to bring my chalk. Where is it even? Where is the chalk? Can't find my chalk. Where did I put it? Okay. So I'm going to bring my chalk and see how to trim off this excess, okay? I'll just bring it like this. And yes, I'll use my hand, my eyes. I'll use my eyes. So I'm going to trim the excess on this. I cut this longer, so yeah, I have to remove every excess from it. So this is excess. I'll use the same method on this. I'm going to do the same thing on this. So I'll try to arrange this properly, each on top of the other, and trim. So this is what we have. And hi Francis, how are you? So I need to put zipper on this and the waistband. And that will be all for today. So this is one side and this is the other side. So when you fold it, it looks like this. Okay, it is so wide. So this is one side and this is the other side. So I'm going to cut a waistband and then join it, and that will be it. So before I do that, I'm going to measure around my waist and see what I have for my waist. Okay. 38.5. 38.5 is too much for my waist. My waist is smaller than that. So 38.5 is too much. I have to reduce it a bit. So I'm going to make my waistband. Usually when I'm making a pant, I reduce 1.5 inches. That 1.5 inches is for the waistband. So I'm going to cut a waistband. Yes, and it is going to be 1.5 inches. I'll add sewing allowance of how many? 1 inch. Yeah. So I'm going to add sewing allowance of 1 inch, 0.5 on each side. So this is weight. So I'm going to measure 1.5 times 2 is 3. 3 inches plus 1 inch is 4 inches. Right? So I'll measure 4 inches and add some small allowance. So I'll measure 4.5 inches. So for the waistband, you can measure yours to how you want it to be. Yeah. So I make it 1.5. If you want yours to be 2, that is completely according to you. It's your choice. Okay. It's totally your choice. So I'm going to use this to make a waistband. Let's see how wide it is. It is 30. I have to cut it and make 30 what? My waist is 36. My dear, if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. Yeah. Hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when I put up a new video. So I use 36.5 for my waist. Yeah. 36.5, but you don't measure exactly 36.5. You're supposed to add at least 2 inches. At least 2 inches. So 36.5 plus 2 inches is 38.5. So I'm going to measure 38.5. 38.5 is here. So when you're making your waistband and you're making it with real fabric, you're supposed to use interfacing to give it structure. Here is my interfacing. To give structure to your waistband. So you might choose any type of facing. Personally, I have this, but I'm not going to use it because this is not fabric. And I cannot even iron it on, okay? But you're supposed to use facing, interfacing, to give structure to your, some people call it stiff, some people call it a stay. So it depends. So you're supposed to use interfacing on this to make it hard, like how a belt is. So I'll not use this, okay? You know my problem. So another thing you're supposed to do for the belt, you can come on this. If you've left a sewing allowance of 1 inch, this is what you can do. You can come and measure 0.5 on each side, 0.5, and come here and measure 0.5. After measuring that 0.5, you make it like you're making a bias, okay? I'm just illustrating because I cannot do all that on this, but I'm just showing you how it is supposed to be, because this is my fabric. Hey, this my fabric is something else. So I might not be so accurate with the measurements, but I'm just illustrating for you to see. So it's like this. You fold in like this. We've said we've left sewing allowance for 1 inch, so you're going to fold in like this, 0.5 on this side, and come also on this side and fold in the 0.5, okay? So this is also, we are assuming it is 0.5. It might not be, so we are saying it is. Yeah, so it's like how we make a bias, but it's not a bias. So it's like this. Oh my god. So after this, you can see we have here and here 0.5. So after this, you fold in your belt and make sure you press well. You use your flat iron, and press here so well. And after that, you also fold in once. And make these parts equal, and press with your iron again. So you iron, in case you did not understand what I'm saying. You iron this so well. You iron it very well, and it lays flat. Okay. It lays flat. You know we cannot do that, okay? So let's assuming now we have finished ironing. So this is my waistband. Imagine it has a stiff inside. So when we open here, there is this, and when we open here down, there is this also. So what you do, you come here, you fold it into 2 like this. After folding it into 2, you mark the center point. So this is the center of my waistband, and I'm going to bring my and depending on where you're going to put the zipper is how you arrange your waistband on your pant. So since I'm going to put the zipper on one side, I'll come and pin my waistband on my pants. So how do I arrange it? You can do this, open, you can decide to sew this, you can decide to sew this on this, you sew in this ditch, this around, and then after you bring this front part and cover, then sew again, or you can just bring it as it is. You see it's already like this. So let's say we are starting, this is going to be our center, and we are going to pin it from here, and make sure the side which has the zipper is where you end your waistband. Okay, so my zipper is going to be on the side. This is where I'll mark this as my middle. So you can do this as well. So I'll take this to be my center. I might just do this as well. Put this in and come and place this on and pin around. So it's what I'm even going to do now. I'm just going to bring this and this and bring this and pin around. So with this you just stop stitch. For this method you just stop stitch. Okay, yeah, so you just bring in. Remember on the pant we left some allowance. Okay, so you just follow the order, make sure it's aligned properly and pin. So it's not so complicated. Yeah, it's an easy process. It's not so hard. It is as simple as that. So whatever works for you. And if you know any other way, don't stick to one way. No. If one way is difficult for you, you do what is easier for you. At the end of the day, it is having a good finish which matters. So if one method works for you and the other does not work for you, do what works for you. Though it is good to know all the methods, but even if you don't know them, you can still do it. Okay, so I also pin around this side. I have issues. I have issues. The waistband is small. Remember I said that the waist is bigger than my waistband. So I forgot to reduce a bit. My goodness, I have issues. So I have to redo again. I told you my waist was bigger than my waistband. It's either the sewing allowance, I did not sew it all, and I did not. So what I'm going to do is when you see that your trouser, your waist is big, when you see your waist is big, you can come on this back line. You see the middle, the center of the back, and take in from the center back and take in that allowance that is excess. So I measured my waist was bigger. So I come on this line and take in whatever inches that are excess on my pants. I even forgot what it was. It was 38? Starting from the center back, taking it. Nine. Yeah, it was 38.5. So 38.5, and we measured the waist of 36. So what we are going to do, we are going to remove that excess. It's 38 with 36. So we are taking away 2 inches from this point, from the center back going down. So where is my center back? So we are going to come here and take away those inches. 2 inches. It means we are taking 1 inch, which makes it 2 inches. 1 inch, 1 inch. And it will not even be 1 inch. It has to be more than 1 inch because we are going to open one side to put zipper. So let me see. So on my waist, I'm taking out, on your waist on the back, not the front, I'm taking out 1 inch, which makes it 2 inches. So this is it. Or if your pants had darts, you can make your darts wider. But this had no darts. So if it had darts, you can make your darts wider. If it did not have darts, you take the sewing, the excess from the back. So this is the center back. So I'm going to measure my waist again. Yeah, 38 plus, even 38 plus. So you might as well take your hip measurement. So from my waist to my hip is 1.5 inches. Going down it's 10 inches. 10 inches, it's here. But since this is a palazzo pant, I'll not care so much about this because it has to have a little allowance. So I'll just come in and blend this line back to this. Okay, so I'm going to bring in this line and connect it to this. Remove that excess. So you can cross-check that before you even sew. But unfortunately, I did not. What do you want? So I've taken away the excess sewing allowance. Something is not right. Sewing on plastic bag is very, very, very hectic. I don't know how I can emphasize. My goodness. It is sometimes stressing even. Very stressing. Is it the right word? Stressful. So I'm going to take it again, and this time with a lot of care. This time with a lot of what? Care. Okay. I hope I didn't miss it this time. Even if I missed it, I'm not repeating. You know, when you reach that moment, you say, whether it comes out well or not, I'm not doing it again. So this is it. I've taken away the inches that were excess. So my waist now is shortening. Okay. It is shortening. So we are going to pin as we said in the beginning. We are going to pin. So this is the side which is supposed to have a zipper. So I'll begin with here. And I'm going to open it a bit. Yeah. So this is it. It might still not fit on, but we shall go with that. I'm not repeating anything again. I'm not repeating anything again. So we are just going to pin. So it is wise to start sewing the waistband when you've tried it and seen that it can fit very well. Otherwise you might sew it when it is shorter or something else. So when you pin, you can see, oh, this, I made a mistake here, I need to make it longer, or I need to change it, or I need to change the method of finishing. So that depends on what you want. So I would have put an elastic band on this without repeating the same process, just putting an elastic. Okay, that can also work, but it's not what I wanted to do. So with elastic, it's easier, I think, than a waistband, because you just have to pick your elastic and sew it on your elastic band and sew it on. No stress. So that's it. You see, we have some small allowance on the end. So for finishing here, you can, when you want to finish off your elastic band from here, even before you even pin it, you can fold it inside like this, and then finish it off at once like this. Okay, you can see, you just fold in inside and and do the same thing for this side. Yeah, so we shall begin with our sewing. I'm going to sew it on. That will be all. So I'm going to sew it on together. Okay, so I'm done with my waistband. So this is it. This is how it looks. like.
Me asleep. Sleep for that.
So we are done with the waistband. You can see it's not so perfect. Why? It's plastic. It cannot be as straight as the one for fabric, and we cannot press it either. So that's how it came out. So I'm going to use this zipper and put on this side. So I'm going to put the zipper here. Okay, and that will be it. That will be it for today. So thank you for watching, everyone. And usually I don't sew my I don't finish the waistband without finishing the zipper, but I've done that today, so I'll see how to fix the zipper on. I'll see how to do that. And when I'm done with the zipper, I'm completely done. So okay, that's it for today, my dears. Thank you for watching. In case you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. I do lives every other day. So if you want to check out any video you saw on my shorts, you can go on that shorts video and click the link, because I usually link up the live videos to the shorts. So you just click and it will take you to the live video which was making that specific dress or whatever. So thank you for watching. I love you so much. I love you even more than much. What is that called? What is more than much called? Very, very, very much. I'm looking for my ripper to unrip and sew the zipper, but I'm not seeing it. And I always look for things I don't know. So that's it. If you see any video on the shorts, you just follow the link on the shorts. You'll see the tutorial. Where did I put the ripper? Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you, Jose, Sandra, Francis what? I don't know the name. So thank you for always coming here, everyone, even those I've not mentioned, those silent viewers, those people who come and keep quiet and see the video and like and comment. Oh my goodness, you don't know what you do, and you don't know how much I love you. Eh? Hey, I love you all. So thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful time. May God bless you, and God loves you. Bye.